This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 45, 2025. So the Christmas market outside is like 30% finished. So we are getting very close to Christmas. And that also means, I mean, I love the Christmas time. It's a very nice time, but that also means for me a lot of work, because all the people want to know which headset should I buy and what should I do, and all the things. And so the thing is, you cannot imagine how many packages arrived in the last 2 weeks. So there were only headsets, 6 more headsets I have here right now. This is insane. What you see here in this shelf is only, I would say, 1/3 of the headsets that I could fill 3 of these shelves with VR headset. This is insane. So my wife already says, what the heck are you doing there? I mean, we don't have a space. That's right. Yeah, I need a storage room. I need a storage hall for all that stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So, guys, the weather is nice for VR. It's pretty cool. It's cold. People are getting into VR again, and it's nice, right? So, yeah, everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go!
VoodooDE.
So there is a lot of changing again at Meta. So for example, they have a new department that's called Meta Super Intelligence Labs, and the metaverse boss Vishal Shah, that's this guy here. He changes into a new role and he will lead this new department. And his job is to integrate the AI into the family of apps like Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. And also he take a look over the reality labs. Very interesting. And Ryan Cairns, he will run the Horizon OS department, and he will report directly to Andrew Bossworth. And Meta says the priority is still focused on the development of the metaverse. Yeah, so they want to focus to integrate the AI into the metaverse. They want to melt it together, likely. I mean, it's interesting. Sometimes it seems that Meta doesn't even know themselves where to go. Should they focus on AI? Should they focus on smart glasses? Should they focus on that? So now they're focusing on everything. So they're talking about metaverse, right? And metaverse is also the smart glasses, because Zuckerberg says in the future we want to use all that stuff and integrate that into a big word, into a big thing. And this is also a metaverse, right? So if you read something official from Meta, there is no mention about virtual reality anymore. Yeah, that's crazy. Nothing about Quest. I mean, they are still doing that, because as you know, I'm in the MQCP, the Meta Quest Creator Program, and I'm really happy that I'm there so that I can show you all the new games and so on. But this is just internal things and so on. External, there is no things that people see or so. So I'm really curious where the journey goes. What the heck is this? This is a retro headset by Sharp. It's called Xrostella VR1. I hope I pronounced it correct. And this has crazy technical specifications that looks like very old. We have a resolution 2160 by 2160 LC. It's yeah. We have we have at least pancake lenses, but we only have 90 degrees field of view, which is very small. If I read 90, normally I have 80 then. Then we have grayscale fisheye tracking cameras and only one color pass-through. That means we don't have a depth, like a 3D depth or so, or understanding of the room. We have old Quest 2 controllers, style at least, crazy. It's very light, that's a good thing. And we can adjust IPD and diopter and so on. It will be PC VR, and you can also connect it to smartphone, but still, and we have also only 2 tracking cameras, so the tracking will likely not be great. But the thing is, it's a lightweight headset. That means, look at this, there is not even a holder for the back of your head. It's just, it looks like normal glasses that sit on your ears and on your nose. And it's so weird. And we still, as it seems, we have a cable here, you see that? So when it only sits here, and I have a cable and I turn around, it feels like it will like lose the correct position or so. I'm not sure, but this is a very weird thing. But if they can, I mean, the integrated hardware is not expensive. That's pretty old stuff. So if they bring it on the market for, let's say, $199, this could be getting interesting. But only then, if it has the same price, then Quest, it will instantly disappear. So no, there is no mention about release or price, but this is curious. And look at this here, Flat2VR Studios, they are porting games to PlayStation VR2. But they are not porting Flat2VR, they port VR to PlayStation VR2, crazy. And here are the games. We have VR Racer Hoverbike. This is a Hoverbike racer, of course. It's out now. Then we have Audio Trip. This is like something similar than Beat Saber. We have to do like rhythm-based levels and so on. November 11th. Then we have RoboQuest. This is a nice action shooter roguelite. November 20th. And then Shadowgate VR. I really love that. It's an action RPG adventure. Totally great. I think I showed it on PC VR. Will come on November 25. We have Rager. I didn't try that. It's an action brawler. And this will come in Q1 2026. And then Out of Sight VR. This is crazy. We have this small girl which can't see, and the teddy bear can see for her. I already showed that, and now 2026 it will also come to PlayStation VR 2. Crazy, crazy. I didn't know that Flat2VR Studios also do VR to VR. That's cool. I mean, whatever is ported into other platforms is really good, so hopefully they will succeed. So mark this on your calendar, November 13th, there's the next VR Games Showcase with my friend Jamie. He's a really nice guy, and he says that there will be information about already known games, but also unknown games, which I'm really looking forward to. That, for example, we will know more, learn more about that, Star Trek Infection, Deadly Delivery, Glassbreakers, and also Among Us 3D and Bootstrap Island, new updates and so on. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully there will be some really new cool games, not only casual stuff, and I will definitely report about this. So there's a competition by Meta, and they are having like 32 different prize categories, and they will give $1.5 million to the developers. And this is gonna start now and will end on December 9, 2025. And all members of the Horizon Start program can participate. And there are 3 categories: entertainment, so focusing on immersive apps and so on, and lifestyle, so the daily life, learning, social connections and so on, and also gaming. And this is separated into 2 categories. First is lifestyle, first is casual games, and second is social games. So here you can also see if Meta is still focusing on VR, it's casual games and social, like Gorilla Tag things, right? Crazy. There are also like different prices for hand tracking interactions, pass-through, spatial SDK, and all that things. The IP will stay at the developers and not go to Meta, which is cool. And they don't force the developers to stay on the Meta platform. That's also cool. They can sign a contract if they like after that for Meta exclusivity, but they are not forced to that. That's really cool. So it's the rating is on December 19th, and the winners will be announced on December 23, 2025. I'm really looking forward what Meta is doing here and what the developers are doing, like with the money and so on. And congratulations to the following community members to be in the community spotlight this week. There is Marvin Madriaga, Corporate Zombie, NC Quads, Black Sheep Game, and Mark Lola 12. Thank you so much for participating on my channel, to comment and be part of the great community. This absolutely helps, and this is so cool. Thank you so much. And let's talk about the weekly survey. So we had the question, what's the most important factor for you in a new VR game? And this is crazy. Over 200 voices. That's really cool for my English channel. On my German channel I had like 800 or so, but the result is very similar. So on my German channel there was the graphics and visuals was like a little bit more like it was like changed. The gameplay mechanics and graphics and visuals are vice versa on my German channel, but it's pretty similar that you say that graphics and visuals and also gameplay mechanics is the most important things in a VR game. And that's what I also say all the time. When I sit there or stand there and see the graphics and it looks like piece of and then another game where Half-Life Alyx, where it looks like really great. This is important for the immersion. And of course the gameplay mechanics. If you have like stupid ported games where you only have a laser pointer or so and nothing else, then it doesn't make sense, right? Replayability is not so important. Was the same on my German channel, very interesting. Yeah, and also we have different comments here. Oh, there's a German comment. Yeah, crazy, right? So it's crazy. Some people write that graphics are not so important, but then that doesn't make sense here, right? Crazy. So all in all, most people look on gameplay mechanics and visuals. Really interesting. And now the next survey. You will also have it linked in the description, of course, so we can take a part. Which company do you think is currently innovating the most in the XR space? XR is everything we know about VR, AR, MR and all that stuff. So is it Meta, is it Google, Samsung, or is it Apple, or is it another company? If you click the last one, please write in the comments. Perhaps you think that Sony with the PlayStation VR2 is innovating the most at the moment. Just write it then. This is gonna be very interesting. I'm looking forward to the results. Yeah, as more people participate, as clearer the result is. So please, guys, everybody who's looking, check out the description and take part in that. That's very interesting for everyone, I think. So yeah, let's have a look next week. And let's check out the releases. We have on Meta, we have Elements Divided. I showed that in a short. It's like an avatar. You have the power over the elements and then you have to fight and so on. And then we have Laser Dance. This is a parkour game where you, in mixed reality, where you have to avoid laser traps. Then we have Forefront. This is a Battlefield in VR, I would say. And on Steam, we finally have Of Lies and Rain. That was so great on PlayStation. It's a first-person story shooter. And now we have it on PC. We also have Forefront on PC. We also have Battle Group VR2. This is a real-time strategy in space. We can download a free demo. And on PlayStation VR2, we have the Apex edition of Rush. And as I said, a Flat2VR port, it's a V-Racer Hoverbike. These were the releases this week. Okay, and let's check out the sales. Here I have a deal together with Pimax. If you're interested, you can get the Crystal Light, the Pimax Crystal Light, 3% off plus save $70 if you use this coupon code VoodooDE, or you can get free shipping with the Crystal Super, also 3% off. And you get this package here because many people are interested in simulations that use Pimax. We have a 12 months free iRacing membership, a $15 gift card for iRacing, Simverse coins, and what I really love is the $120 coupon for this UDEX Real UD Cap gloves that I made a review several months ago. They are really good, and you can get them $120 off. That's really crazy. Just use the code VoodooDE in the basket, and then you can get this discount. So on Meta Quest we have Superhot VR, you can get it for $14.99. We have Zero Caliber Reloaded, you can get it for $12.99. And on Steam we have Boiling Steel, nice first person ego shooter, 50% off. The Serious Sam franchise is 80% off. Talos Principle, nice puzzle game, 85% off. And on PlayStation VR 2 we have Vertigo 2, 70% off. Toy Trains, we have 80% off. Ragnarok music rhythm game, we have 70% off. So guys, make sure you take part in the survey in the description, and then thank you for watching. Give me thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE